An opening refers to spaces in the walls, like windows and doors. When planning and building a project, it's important to remember that openings may be crucial for safety, energy efficiency, sound insulation, and fire protection. Let's look closely at the windows. At first sight, we see that windows consists mainly of two main parts, the frame and the glass. Window frame can be made of plastic, wood, with an aluminum coating, the so-called wooden aluminum windows. Wooden windows offer natural look and aesthetics, but plastic windows are durable and require low maintenance. A balanced option with look and longevity can be provided with wooden aluminum windows, as it combines the look of wood with the durability and low maintenance. The window package may include 2 or 3 glasses, and the gap between the glasses can be filled with gas, for example argon or krypton. These gases improve insulation and energy efficiency by reducing heat transfer and minimizing condensation. Did you know that window opening methods can be influenced by cultural preferences and local traditions? For example, in Norway, windows commonly open outwards due to space-saving considerations and to prevent snow and rain from entering the home because of strong wind, whereas in many other countries, inward opening windows are more common for ease of cleaning and safety reasons. Windows can be classified as single or double frame based on their construction. Double frame provides higher energy efficiency and sound insulation. Due to his all, windows have different thermal transmittance indicators. It's also called U value. Depending on the type of building, the project may also require certain indicators for fire or sound insulation. Doors might look at the first glance much simpler, but even they have different technical features. Depending on the project, doors may be fireproof or soundproof and can include glass or be solid. Some of them are meant to be used as exterior doors, and energy efficiency aspects must be taken into consideration. All these factors must be considered when designing and assembling the openings. Now, let's go over the window installation process. The installation of windows can be divided into 3 main stages. During the first stage, we prepare the opening. Secondly, opening surroundings needs to be prepared. And finally, the windows need to be installed. As always, quality control must be performed. In the following chapter, we will focus on the process of installing windows with plastic frames. For wooden frame windows, there are some differences, so it is always important to follow the specific working instructions provided. As well, working methods may slightly differ between factories. For the preparatory work of the window is lifted and positioned horizontally onto a special working table. In some factories, this process is done while the window is vertically in the air with lifting slings. Next, protection tapes must be removed from the window frame, and overall quality of the window should be checked. Taping a window before installation is crucial for creating a tight seal that prevents air drafts and moisture-related damage, enhancing the window's energy efficiency and durability. Tape is applied to both the outer and inner sides of the window frame. Special attention should be paid to which tape is used where, as specified in the work instructions. Tape ends should be left longer, so they can be attached to the opening later. The next step involves connecting metal profiles to the edges of the window frame using screws. These profiles provide additional stability to the window joint and help to better finish the area around the opening. The size of the screws and their spacing are specified in the company's work instructions. Caution should be turned when cutting metal, as the cut edges are sharp. Once the metal profiles are attached, mounting brackets can be installed. The bracket is pressed against the window frame and secured by gently tapping with a hammer. The bracket needs to be slightly bended inward to prevent it from obstructing the assembling of the window. The quantity and placement of the brackets are specified in the work instructions. Brackets are secured finally with screws. The last step is to install distance spacers on the lower edge of the window. Distance spacers create a gap of the required size between the lower edge of the window and the opening. The gap is necessary in order to later install the adjustment wedges and to insulate the area around the opening with sealing foam. With this, the window is ready for installation. As with any task, it is important to have all the necessary tools and materials on hand. If there are gaps between the timber elements around the opening, they should first be filled with insulation to prevent heat loss. The corners of the opening surroundings should be covered with a vapor barrier. Pieces of the vapor barrier should be cut to the required width and stapled into place in the corners. It is important to make sure that the surface beneath the vapor barrier is clean and free of any construction dust. This process should be repeated for all 4 corners. After all 4 corners are covered with vapor barrier pieces, the entire opening surroundings should be covered with the remaining vapor barrier from the previous work phase when the wall element was assembled. The vapor barrier should be secured with a stapler, and any excess material is trimmed away. All vapor barrier joints must be covered with the designated tape to prevent air leaks and heat loss. Before lifting the window into the wall opening, it is important to verify that both the window and the opening surroundings are properly prepared. Next, the distance between the window and the edge of the wall should be measured, using the installation drawings for accuracy. The window is then secured by inserting a screw into the mounting bracket, but it should not be fully tightened yet. The measurements are rechecked to ensure the window is correctly positioned, and any adjustments can be made by gently tapping the window into place. Once the window is properly aligned, the screw should be fully tightened. This process is repeated for all 4 corners of the window. If needed, the window can be adjusted additionally to right position. Wedges are also used to align the window, which are placed between the window frame and the surrounding opening. The wedges help to adjust the window to the intended position. After the windows are fixed in place, the gaps should be sealed with foam for plastic windows or insulation wool for wooden windows. Starting from the outside of the element, the protective strip from the windbreak tape should be removed, and the tape attached temporarily to the edge of the window. The gap is then carefully filled with foam. And the tape is secured to the outer layer of the element, which is typically a wind barrier fabric or wind barrier board. The same procedure should be repeated on all sides of the window, ensuring that the tape is securely fixed and tightly attached. This process is also applied to the inside of the window. Before attaching the internal tape to the vapor barrier, the quality of the seal should be checked, and any voids must be filled with sealing material. The interior tape is then firmly attached to the vapor barrier and window frame. Finally, the verticality and horizontality of the window should be checked to ensure it is properly aligned and operates smoothly when opening and closing. Additionally, the glass unit should be inspected for any scratches or defects that may have occurred on the glass surfaces during installation. When installing doors, it is crucial to carefully follow the specific project's drawings and the manufacturer's instructions. The installation of exterior doors is somewhat similar to window installation. However, in the case of doors, the door is not installed together with the frames. Instead, the frames are first installed, leveled, and fixed. Then, the door leaf is lifted onto the frames, and the openings around are adjusted and sealed. Interior doors differ from exterior doors in that the tightness requirements at the joints are not as strict. Consequently, sealing around interior doors typically involves using only sealing foam or mineral wool.